hey, let's do a few live readings, just because. Let's do a few live readings and see what comes out. And if you get here and you would like to request a card pull, let me know. I hope I can see it. I haven't done lives in so long. What is that? Oh, I accidentally changed effects. I don't want effects like that. Okay. All right. So let's see what is coming out just for the general energies for anyone who is seeing this reading now or later. Okay. Got the Four of Cups. There is something we're feeling reluctant about, something we're feeling kind of hesitant about. There's a Two of Swords. Hey, AZ. A Two of Swords. There's the Sun. Oh, I see. This goes hand in hand with a message that my guides were giving me earlier today. It was about how we have been really focused on moving into balance lately. Sorry, I'm propping you on the steering wheel, so. Yeah, you know how it is. Okay. We've been really focused on coming into balance lately. And that's been something that came up around the Aries full moon, because Aries is on the Aries-Libra axis, and that's all about balance, self and others. And so we have been working on coming into balance, right, within ourselves. And our relationships or our external triggers or whatever have been reflecting to us the places that still need balance. And we have been all fine-tuning that. Hey, Lee and Sherry. Oh my goodness, how you doing? Happy Friday. And everybody here, check out Lee and Sherry at Relationship Reinvented. They are my coaches. I love you with relationship coaching and interconnection coaching. So we have been balancing within ourselves. We have been noticing, and Lee and Sherry, I've thought of you often because we have been in such an energy with this Aries-Libra axis with the full moon and with the new moon coming on the 21st, where it really has been the two energies within us. You know, am I this extreme? Am I this extreme? Going from one to the other. And you could see that as mom and dad. You could see that as yin and yang. You could see that as dark and light, however you see it. And however it's getting triggered. And lately, the invitation has been, inch away from those extremes and into the sweet spot. And that is something we're all practicing. Well, so we've been getting into that sweet spot of our own balance. You may have noticed yourself not reacting to things like you used to do when you do get triggered. You may have noticed yourself allowing space and time for things to be handled differently, right? So now, yes, it's asking you how to make your feelings important first. Yes, how you make your feelings important first, or your thinking. Yeah, exactly. So that's what these energies have been doing, inviting us to go within. Now what's happening is we have that awareness within ourselves. And the next step is, can we allow joy and love and creativity and flow to be poured in new ways, right? Because our mind or our thinking told us in the past that this was the way to get happiness or creativity or whatever it was. And so we kind of knew, like, well, if I do this and that, I can at least get kind of, a fix of it, right? One gets you a relationship, the other one connection. Exactly, right? So thinking is going to get you in a relationship, feelings are going to get you in connection. And now we are working with Spirit. We're being in this partnership with Spirit, with the universe, to say to Spirit, okay, I'm ready for you to pour joy and abundance and love into my vessel, into my balancedness in a new way that I've never been able to open to before because I didn't even know, right? So that's why we've got the Two of Swords with the cards about joy, because it's like our mind is like, well, the old ways don't work. I don't know what to do now. And Spirit's like, yeah, like Lee said, facts. It's like, I know you don't. So open up to me pouring it in. And then we're like, our brains, not really our hearts or any other part of us, but our brains are like, how though, right? So you may notice that your heart is calling you. Yes, where'd you ever learn to receive love? I mean, you learned, I heard Lee say something in a video today that I happened on of his and Sherry's that said, that it was something to the effect of, you learn how to be perfect to be loved, right? But that cuts out the awareness that the other person you're being perfect for just wants to be loved. So your perfectness is for who? Right? Oh, happy birthday, Lee, by the way. Another Libra. And so this Libra time, this season, is about examining ourselves in connection, examining ourselves in connection with ourselves and with other people, and then looking for that new way of balance, not either extreme of the scale, but somewhere in the middle. And then, of course, opening up to Spirit for the part that we have no idea how to do yet, which is the receiving. Yeah. Perfect is a role you're playing. Yes. And what does that teach you about love? Right? We are twins, Lee. Yes. So, let me just see what other cards are coming out. And we've got, the devil. It's so funny, Lee, because I never really go live anymore, but I was called to just now, and it's probably so we can connect. Look at that. We got the devil, okay, and the 8 of Cups. I like that combo because the devil is those mental limitations. It is those things that our minds tell us we have to do to get love or to get anything good, really. It could be just feeling good, feeling okay in the world. And with the 8 of Cups, that's saying that we've reached the point where we really have to leave that behind. We really have to keep walking away from it. And 8 of Cups is a kind of heavy feeling. It's like, it feels, thank you, Lee. It feels, I love you. It feels heavy when we walk away from something with the 8 of Cups. It feels heavy. It feels like it's like each step is like difficult, right? But the further we get and the more we continue to take those steps consistently, saying, but I know that I need to open to new ways to let love in, new ways to be, new ways to let joy in, we get more and more and more joy and lightness as we do that. And more realness and more flow, because we're not having to be perfect. We're not having to be in any extreme. It really is that wisdom of balance and moderation and consistency being true, but it's you with you being those things, and then allowing Spirit to bring in the good stuff that the ego used to go out and try to find and try to finagle and try to sell you for or on. I mean, really, the ego would say, all right, you want some good stuff, you want some joy, you want some excitement, you want some fun, well, you got to do this or you got to do that, and then you can have a little. You're going to feel bad later, but you can have a little, And now we're going, all right, that doesn't work for me anymore. I can't do it. Spirit, you show me. You pour it into me. And that's what we're doing right now. And it's an important time to ask yourself, how am I opening myself up for Spirit to do that? And also, how is my ego and my mind popping in and saying, well, if you don't get it these old ways, you're not going to get it. And making it really tempting, for sure. Hey, Alexandra. So if anybody has a question, let me know. And or if you just want a card, and I'll keep pulling for us. Okay. 10 of Cups. I mean, that's all the joy that Spirit's pouring in, all the fulfillment, all the love, all the abundance. We do have it with the 9 of Wands, which is like, you will feel kind of exhausted or maybe kind of exasperated or maybe kind of like, ugh, I feel so done. Or just kind of like, it may even come as a sense of like ennui or boredom or like, nothing's doing it for me, right? And that's because that ego is kind of displeased. The thinking that you're used to serving you is not doing it anymore. So divine justice is coming in, divine balance, bringing you something new. But before we can really receive something new, we kind of have to be in that place, We have to be in that place of like, I don't know, all right, bring it on in, So just make sure that you are being with yourself in that space. That as you are being that vessel for, and you're being open and sort of waiting, like a cup that's just sort of, I'm here, I'm the hermit, I'm just looking within myself, and I'm not reaching outward, and I'm also not up and abandoning myself, I'm not up and rejecting myself, right? And just being with yourself in that, place of, I guess we'll just be here. And noticing what are you telling yourself in that space? Are you telling yourself that good stuff's coming, that love's coming, that it's here, that, oh, look over there, it's right here? Are you telling yourself, look at this joy, are you doing what you would do for a child? Pointing out the good things, right? Or are you being the worst ever to yourself and being like, yeah, everything's awful and it's going to be this way forever? And even if there is a part of you that's doing that, can you love that part? Can you go, yeah, you know what? You would think that. And I love you anyway, and it is going to be okay anyway, Yeah. Nice. Oh, Queen of Pentacles. Oh, Queen of Pentacles. And there's a Knight of Pentacles and a Queen of Swords here. Ooh. It looks like the wait is ending for something because you're not waiting anymore. You're not putting yourself in a place of like, yeah, I guess I'll just hang out forever waiting for this to find me, or waiting for this to materialize, whatever it is. You're in a place where you're like, yeah, you know what? That is a thief. If I'm waiting here for someone to happen or something to happen, that's stealing my life and my joy and my connection. Actually, it's not even stealing it. I'm just handing it over. So you're realizing that. You're realizing how precious your energy is and your time and the unfolding, as the Empress. You're realizing what am I doing? The Star. I gotta be a good partner with Spirit and like do this connection flowing thing and not be sitting there staring at someone else going, when are they gonna get it? Well, I wonder what your guides are doing with you. Right? When is she gonna get it? Yeah. When is he gonna get it? So this is changing everything. It's changing everything in the way that you do show up in connection. It's changing everything in the way that you live, and it's because of this healing you've done. Wow. So that is what I'm getting, and apparently that is why I came on the live. So we will to connect with you, Lee. Talk to you soon. Let me know. Oh, by the way, if you join the Honey Hub right now, I am going to be giving away New Year's readings for the year ahead for anyone who joins in October and probably November. Then there's lots of options for joining. So go to the Honey Hub tab on my website. Check that out. If you join anytime now, I'll say through November, you will get that free reading for the year ahead for you. And you'll get a ton of other stuff too. All right? So we will connect soon. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Bye.